Okay, class, I'm going to do a problem for you on page 89. It's going to be problem number 47. And what it wants is it wants me to find the formula for the hydrate. Alright, so you're given a percentage, in this case here it's 76.9% CaSO3, and then the rest of the percentage is 23.1% water, H2O. Okay, so and if you add these two up, 76.9 plus 23.1, it will give you 100%. And so you have to find out, well, what does that mean here? So if 76.9% is calcium sulfide, or CaSO3, what does that mean in terms of moles? And that's what we have to do. We have to change to moles. In order to do moles, we need a molecular mass. So let's start there. So there's one calcium, and each calcium is 40.1. So altogether it would be 40.1 grams per mole. Alright, and then there's only one sulfur, and each sulfur is 32.1. So that altogether would be 32.1 grams per mole. And then there are three oxygens. Each oxygen is 16.0, and then 16 times 3 is 48.0 grams per mole. Alright, so you add all these up, get 120.2 grams per mole. Alright, and of course we know that water, H2O, has a mass of 18.0 grams per mole. Alright, so 16 from oxygen and then 2 from hydrogen. You can add them up. So let's get started. Let's start with the CaSO3. So again, we have a percentage, and it could be a percent of any mass. But to make things easier, we're just going to say it's a 100-gram sample. So 76.9%. So 76.9% out of 100 is 76.9 grams calcium SO3. And then so if we change this to moles, it'll be 1 mole over 120.2 grams calcium sulfite. This is calcium sulfite. Don't forget your units. So we cross cancel that. And so if we punch this into our calculator, 76.9 divided by 120.2, we get 0.640. 640, three significant digits. 640 moles of calcium sulfite. Alright, we do the same for water, but water is 23.1%. So then we would take that, we'd say, okay, 23.1 grams of water divided by 1. And we would change it to moles. 1 mole of water is 18 grams of water. So the grams cancel out. And if you take 23.1 and you divide it by 18, you get 1.28. Alright, so again you find the one that's smaller, and it happens to be this guy here, calcium sulfite. So if I divide by 0.640 moles, this gives me a 1. I'm going to do the same here for water, 0.640 moles. So it would be 1.28 divided by 0.640 moles, and I get exactly 2. So what that means, if I write it out, I'm going to write it out up here. It would mean I have 1 CaSO3. And remember, I used the dot, it means to add. There are 2 waters. And I circle my answer. Please circle your answer. And hopefully you find this to be helpful. We'll work more of these problems. This one was one of the more difficult problems. Please take advantage of this time to study for the test. The test is on Thursday. A lot of things in the chapter. We'll go over it tomorrow. But I hope this helps out. I'll see you all tomorrow in class.